Hello, my name is Jez Sugars from Olympus UK, and today I'd like to show you the wonderful feature of handheld high-res mode with still life. Here I've created a little home studio setup, so a little still life by the windowsill basically. I've pushed a table up to where I've got a chest where I've been able to pin up a black sheet. That's going to give me a nice solid black background for my shot. And I've moved my table as close as I could to my main light source, which is the light coming in from the garden. Currently the sun isn't quite into the garden yet, so I'm getting some quite nice soft secondary light in. I've got two LED panels here, nothing too expensive or too powerful. I've got my main light source here behind me, which is going to be set at about 70% power, and the Kelvin on that will be 6,000, 5,600, somewhere around that. And I'm actually using the natural daylight as a secondary light source to fill in the shadow. So this will be my main light source for the shot. I've also got a second LED panel turned right down to the very lowest, and again I've just angled it in just so it'll add some extra light to the bits that aren't quite being covered by daylight. These are all found objects, things like beach, things that we've all got lying around, you know, things in the woods, all nice little bits that you can kind of collect. I often find when I'm walking around, I'll see a little something that would look quite nice for a still life. I keep them all together, and then eventually I build a little still life. For you today, I've built what looks like a kind of little fantasy science fiction island. And again, like I said, we're all going to shoot this high res, so it means I'm going to be able to blow this picture up massive, or if you want to, you can really crop the picture and get multiple shots out of the same sort of shot. So a really, really simple setup. I'll also spray a little bit of water over it, and again, it means that the highlights will just twinkle that little bit more. Okay, so how do I set up a high res mode? So I'm using the EM1 Mark III. This is the one in the range that will do the handheld high-res mode at 50 megapixels. If I put it into tripod mode, it will do an 80 megapixel, but a 50 megapixel will be more than enough for me. Okay, so what you do is you pop your camera on, you press OK and bring up your super control panel. I've put my ISO at 400 for this one. Because I'm going to want to shoot at f8 because I want to get everything really, really crisp and sharp and a good depth of field the whole way through it. I'm also going to shoot this in black and white or monochrome, purely because I know the shot's going to be one of those nice fine art black and white shots, so why not see it in black and white in the viewfinder? So I've gone to the very top right hand corner, clicked on there and gone from natural and mute over towards monochrome, and that means I can just see everything in black and white as I go. I've also dropped down a couple of squares and put the filter on red as well, which means that the blacks will just be really deep blacks. Okay, next move over to your drive menu. Click OK and you'll go past all of your kind of pro capture and your faster shutter speeds, all of the different frame rates, timers, etc. And you will then hit high res shots. If you press info, you can now change between tripod and handheld. So I'm going to put it on handheld for this one. Right, I think we're all ready to shoot. So here is the result of my high-res shot in black and white. I shot it with a couple of different lenses. I tried the 45mm 1.2, but I settled on the 17mm 1.2 because it just got me that little bit closer, and at f8 I was able to get everything nice and sharp with this lens the whole way through. And as you can see, when we crop right in, I'm able to achieve an incredible level of detail. I dragged it through Photoshop, and all I did really was dodge and burn a few areas where I could see the background a little bit and dodge out a little bit of dust in front of a couple of shells. But other than that, this is pretty much the image straight out of camera. So I hope you enjoy shooting some high res, and I look forward to seeing some photos that you've taken. Thank you, bye bye.